The following video has been approved by the Jetty marketing team. The video has been rated Jetty. The following video may not be suitable for all viewers. G'day mate, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jetty. And today's episode, we've got a couple of simple plans, okay? One, decommission all of this. Well, at least let it bleed out. So cut off all the supply and just let it, just all the resources flow. Yes, all the resources flow. On top of that, I have a slightly desperate problem. I've realized I'm down to 1.6 million iron, which sounds like a lot, except it's really not. In fact, let's just go quickly over to our main interplanetary station that's feeding our bus. That one. That one there. As you can see, it's got 800 iron coming in, but that 800 iron is going to be split between these two belts, and one of those belts goes in and feeds the main bus for iron and magnets, which, as you can see, is suffering, and the other one goes in and feeds steel. Which is, steel's doing okay actually, steel's mostly backed up. But iron itself, iron goes to a couple of important things. The first important thing it disappears into is that lane down there, which goes to gears. Then the next place it goes to is motors, which also require gears. And then motors go into the electromagnetic turbines, yes, which then go across into the supermagnetic rings, which are, it turns out, really important for stuff. Stuff and things, mainly the... Oh, and the electromagnetic turbines are important for the particle containers. We need to upgrade those 4 little bits of belt. They are also very... Oh, it's... Mark 3 belt here. Okay, whatever. They're really important for the strange matter, and the strange matter, which requires even more iron, is important for gravitational lenses, which is also important for warpers, which is the other thing I want to get done this episode. So, as I said, today's plan is to get space warpers up and running. Now, I already have the tech for space warpers. The only thing I don't have is I don't have an engine that's capable of warping. So we're going to add that tech now. And the other thing I don't have yet is the carrier, the logistics vessels can't use warp yet either. So they're the 2 techs we're going to get. And in the meantime, I want to automate strange matter to make gravitational lenses. That's the plan. Now, strange matter requires the pink things. It also requires deuterium, and it also requires iron. And I need to decommission all this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our deuterium, and we'll just go to map view real quick, and I want to build it obviously the next spot on my bus, which is about here. So I need to plug my deuterium from here over here. Now my two choices are going down to the start of the bus and then traveling along the bus, but we all know the equator is further distance than going through the North Pole, so we're going to go from the North Pole across and then down, which means belt. We'll do 2 levels high. That way it's less likely to run into something. And we'll just wrap that around the North Pole. And somebody conveniently has left a belt right here we can plug into, which will take us down to the bus. Actually, it looks like I'd actually be better at... Nope, stop, thank you. A belt that's at 1 height. Up. And then wrap that into there. Alright, so this is the first belt we're going to need, so I just need to give me just a sec to actually get this belt built, and then we'll get over there and hook up hopefully everything else. Oh, no, actually, before we do that, we need these things, which require supermagnetic rings and graphene and processors. Conveniently, right about here, we have most of those ingredients. Okay, first off, graphene is this belt right here. And we'll just like click on the belt for a little bit and just absorb some of the material. Excellent. And processors, which are well, those. No, wrong button. and supermagnetic rings, which I know have been mass absorbed into that machine. 1. Oh, look, there's another belt of processors. No, I want to click the belt. Thank you. 2. Titanium alloy. 3, 4. I don't have any more of those. How many more of those do I actually have in my inventory? 13. Okay, and what do I need to make more of those? I need more of these things. So we'll just stand here and absorb this belt for a little while. 12. Can I make one of them? I can. Okay, that'll give us 4. That's a start. Alright. Deuterium belt is not hooked up because we wanted it out of range. And once this hooked up, we'll go put down our... What were they things? Our miniature particle colliders. And then hopefully be able to start producing strange matter. Because strange matter is strange. Now, strange matter requires deuterium plus iron plus the particle containers, the pink ones. So we will run that belt down to ground level to there, that belt to there, that belt to there. At the same time, whilst they're waiting on that. So strange matter only goes into gravitational lenses. It doesn't go anywhere else. So we're not going to bother putting it on the bus. We're just going to loop the output straight back out into the next item. We'll put down one of those. And I need to do something about power as well. Power is a separate issue. We need that, and that, and that. And then a loop back out belt, because that is a very big building. Run that way. And then have you output. And... No, we're just going to have to put power poles both sides. I think that's the answer. We'll just put power poles on both sides. Alright, run that belt down to there. That belt down to there. That belt down to there. That belt up to there. You're missing one vital component, which is iron, which requires that to be plugged in there. And when a bot comes in, yep. Okay, that's done. Alright, back down here to get the last couple of belts done. Oh, I should probably set a recipe. Yes, I want you to do strange matter, please, because it's strange. Like, not Doctor Strange, but, you know, strange. Okay. One of them. No. One of them, and... Oh. Okay, the mod doesn't like it. Oh, no, the build doesn't like it. It's too wide. Yeah, it's too wide to fit there. Okay, so we're only going to have 4 of them. I'll keep a spare on me for later. I have no idea when's later or what we're going to do with later, but yeah, later. Alright, power, there, and there. Cool. Alright, so that's part of the production done. Next one is going to be the gravitational lenses themselves, which require diamonds. So we're going to have an output belt, I guess. And then an input belt for diamonds. And diamonds come from resmelting coal for the 5th time or something. So we'll just whack that there to there to there. We'll put in a smelter here with a belt on the other... Nope, belt on the other side going that direction. We will plug in a couple of sorters, set you to be diamonds, and then copy, paste. And with mods, it's just that easy. Okay, and then we need you to be an input, you to be an input, you to be an output. I'm not worried about ratios at this time, I'm just worried about getting it built. Okay, we're going to bring that down to there, we'll bring that down to there, we'll bring... There it is, that down to there. Okay, now we'll bring the building down. Cut off the belts. Put the excess in now. Power pole. There. Yeah, we're going far enough south that things are becoming awkward. Then I want one machine right about there. And you, sir, are going to be doing warp cores. And we'll have that output onto a belt right there with a chest with in, out, in. Okay, so we just need to hook up power. Okay, not enough power. Really not enough power. Please be a belt of iron. Cool. Hook up power there and there. And then we need to go find a graphene belt, which comes in there, I believe. Is that a straight line? That is a straight line. And there's your link in. That's wrong. Alright, let's try that again. Nope, that's still wrong. Tab again. There we go. Okay, so that should get that up and running. Yeah, you have strange matter. You're just waiting on diamonds. That's making noises and flipping around. We're still short on iron. Iron's our big killer currently. And although there is iron on this planet, a lot of it's pre-tapped. Now, all the iron on this planet is tapped and it's running out. I do have a spare 1.8 million iron over here, but I don't want to touch that. I'd prefer to leave that for a later. Whenever later is. Okay, diamonds are running. You guys are running. You're not running yet. Haha. In, and you're definitely making space warpers. First space warper in the box. Okay, we have mission objective number 1 complete. Alright, next thing we want to do is I want to, as said, whilst this research is doing, the next research is going, I want to empty the old everything. Okay? So, first off, we have deuterium. Obviously, if I could run a belt out of here and press the up button a few times till things stop going red. Yep, that'll do. To there. To... no, up 2 levels, please. Into there. And then we can bring you down. And then we'll just tuck that in there. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. So I'll empty our deuterium from our existing storage into this storage, which is almost full. But you know, it'll get rid of some of it. The other thing we're going to want to do is... Come on. Is that... No, the belt's not fully complete. Alright, come on, bots. Alright, belt's now fully complete. Alright, next thing we want to do is I want to actually kill this oil entirely. So we're going to disconnect you. I'm going to find the next oil, which is this belt all the way over here. And same story, we're going to disconnect you. And I'm going to disconnect you. And obviously you're non-purple research, so you're going to keep running. And I want to disconnect this one as well, because we stored up some oil. So I'd prefer to let the oil run out rather than just delete it. So we're going to get that running first. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to kill this sulfuric acid belt. And, okay, now plenty of room in the inventory. Get rid of those smelters. Get rid of that sulfuric acid belt, that belt, that belt, that storage. We can get rid of that too. Now this is graphene. Okay, no. Give me all the acid. Delete. Just hit delete. Hold it in your hand and then hit delete on the keyboard and it makes it go away magically. Alright, so we want to take our graphene and dump it into our existing graphene line. So that chest there, which will then just dump it into the existing line. So it's moved across. And then after it's burnt off its little bit of sulfuric acid that's on the belt, we can remove the rest of that. Plastic, same story. If I disconnect, so that's plastic into, okay, what I want to do is I want to take that storage box, because I want it gone. That's the basic long and the short of it. Okay, I want to take that storage box, tab it, put in a fast sorter, cut that belt, take all that plastic and dump it in that chest. Take whatever new plastic's there, dump that in the chest as well. Have you... Oh, you're the wrong side to load. Damn. You're the non-dominant side. Storage box. Sure, that'll do. Have you empty onto that bit of belt? Damn, whoa, that's not plastic. Yes, I wish to have all of those, thank you. Plastic. It sort of looks like plastic in my defense. Okay, that goes in there, rest of plastic goes in there, we'll resort that. So I'll let that plastic bleed out. That can go away, that can go away. Alright, so that'll get rid of that plastic. Sulfuric acid. Acid. Same story, we want a belt. Yeah, going over the North Pole is difficult. Up. Come on, you can do it. Okay, down. Up. That'll get us over the fractionators. There we go. And then, where is our acid? It is over here. So then we're going to go around the North Pole. Or is that South Pole? I'm honestly not sure. Okay, and then I want to bring it down to a reasonable height. Okay, I need you 2 tiles up so you can pass over the existing. Well, that's a little bit more than 2 tiles, but sure. There to there to there. Cool. Alright, so once that's built, that'll empty. We also need to do the same with hydrogen and light oil. Sorry, refined oil. Alright, so same story. We're going to bring that out. And I'm going to run it over a wind turbine first, because they're the tallest obstacle I have. I'm going to hit up as many times as we need to make sure we clear a wind turbine. Collides with other objects. Okay, that height. And we're just going to run this around, same as we did with the acid and the deuterium. And the important thing is to plan out where these go. Not necessarily have them built, but if you can plan them, then you always have an opportunity to fix things. Okay, I want to come to about here. Okay. You are still several tiles high. Okay, up one more tile. Go to there. I need to drop the height down enough that we actually have a hope of getting it into there. Perfect. Okay, so that's the refined oil done with more spaghetti belts flying across the map. And then the last one is going to be our hydrogen. Our hydrogen's running over our last remained untapped iron on the map. I'm going to go up another tile, cover wind turbines. Replace that one there. We should be able to clear assemblers. Yes, we can. So we just got to clear our other spaghetti belts that we've already built, or already ghosted in. We're going to go there. And yeah, because these are liquids in a tank, there's no way for me to pick them up and move them via sneaker net. The only way to get them moved is with belts. But if I put in these belts and then leave them running for a little while, they're not going to actually take that long to empty. You know, it might take a couple of cycles, but realistically it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as it gets done. Okay, so with that done, that belt's done. You guys are done. You're done. You're done. That sulfuric acid is done. That oil can go in there. That charcoal can go in there. That plastic box should be emptying and getting turned into organic crystal, into titanium crystal things slowly. That graphene I can't delete yet. Sulfuric acid build, I don't really want to delete it, honestly. It's sort of fine where it is, just running. It's putting a load on the refined oil here, even though the refined oil from that build is meant to come over to this build. But yeah, it should slowly top up these sulfuric acid tanks. Okay, oh, actually power. Power is another thing we have problems with. Yeah, we're at 110% load. So what, the other thing I need to do, especially now that we've got bigger and better belts coming in, is I want to upgrade that belt to tier 3, and then that belt to tier 3. And that belt's now going to move 30 items per second, which should make acid faster. And if I upgrade that belt as well, we should hopefully be able to get more power out of these systems. And yeah, power down, load down to 85%. Done. Okay. Acid is now running. Cool. So just got these ones to put in. So yeah, I think we'll put in a cut. We'll be back after these belts are done. And then, no, we'll go check on our research. Actually, there's one other technology I would really like to have, and that is the Universe Exploration Level 3. So that lets me see the veins within planetary systems within so many light years. And that's 1,000, and that is 1,000 as well. I think being able to see where we're going and what resources are there is probably more important than having ships being able to warp there, because we can always go there first and do the outposting and then even come back, and as long as the other end's set up, then eventually ships will be able to warp out there and pick up materials. Okay, so that should empty the refined oil, plus the hydrogen, plus the deuterium, even though deuterium looks to be full. Clicky, that's empty. That is counting up. That's less than ideal. I could turn off the input, but I might as well just leave it. It's sort of fine. If we had more iron, I would probably look at upgrading our electric motor to electromagnetic turbine to supermagnetic ring production line to be able to do deuterium fuel rods. Okay. Alright, so what else can go over here? Pretty much nothing. We've sort of destroyed everything we can. Like, this is going to empty. Yes. These are going to empty. The hydrogen just flows from one to the next. That's fine. Cracking's only going to run when science is running, which currently it's not. Oil's going to dig through these 3 tanks because they're not connected anymore. That one, that one. That one. Blue science will disconnect that belt and will remove all of that belt. That's pretty useless. That actually needs to be pulled down. Yeah, this is just going to have to eat through the 7,500 plus 20,000 that's there, which will take a minute or two. And then that'll free up this oil, and this oil, and we're just going to run them into our existing oil. Actually, that's something we should do, because I can't count, and I've boo-booed oil like 3 times. Whilst I think about it, I should fix oil. Not that one, that one, that one. So I want 30... Nope, 31. Done. Okay. Alright, so I want to go over to oil, and I need to put 1 refinery there, and 1 refinery there, and then if we hit the Alt button, and I just drag, I just need to make sure I keep going till I run out of refineries, basically. That's running out of sorters. That's not exactly what I was aiming for. Okay. What junk do I have in my inventory? And we have Mark 1 belts. Mark 2 belts. I'm probably going to want some Mark 2 belt. I'm going to need sorters. I had to cap the sorter box because it uses the green motors and they cost iron, and I was worried that we were going to run out of iron. Desperately out of iron. Okay. I have 2 refineries left. Power. Throw a power pole in there. Power pole in there. Power pole in there. It doesn't have to be 30 on each side. It can be 31 on one side and 29 on the other. It honestly doesn't matter, as long as there's a total of 30 on the belt, which means when I upgrade all 3 belts to Mark 3, they'll all run at Mark 3 speeds. Okay, so I need to dump the graphene in the graphene box. Yeah, there's nothing left but wait for this research to complete and top up my inventory with anything important to go on our space adventure. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'll work that out, and we'll be back in just a tick. And there we have it. Research is finished, so we need to pick a target. I was just in the process of emptying the last of my inventory into magical boxes. Don't need silicon. Don't need brick. No. We have heaps of miners, we have heaps of belts, we have heaps of power poles as soon as I empty that belt. Yep, that'll do us. I did up, yeah, we've upped oil, so oil should be fine. I can now belt all the oil together. I have been going and dismantling some of this. It's not completely dismantled yet. But you may notice it's a lot more barren than it used to be. Can I get that belt? To go down. Because that iron is going to go nowhere now. So yeah, we are feeding the last of the iron in here to make, well, yes, turbine engines. Okay, I want power poles, aka wind turbines. Okay, we've got real power poles. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. Right, so the only thing is I need fuel, and I need to pick a... Nope. I'll have one of those, please. Fuel and potentially pick a destination. That's really all we're down to. Empty that belt again. Fuel, because we're going to burn a whole lot of fuel. Oh, and warp cores. Warp cores would probably help. I don't need titanium. You have titanium, have glass. Rest of glass, go away. We'll handcraft the 8 of those just so it's out of my way. Oh, the most important thing. Most important thing of all. We're gonna need these. All of them. And we'll take all of those ones and we'll physically feed them back in there. Okay. How much fuel do I not have? After I top up, not a lot. Alright. We'll go grab more fuel. Oh, and warp cores. Fuel, warp cores. I have a couple of spaceships. Not that we're really going to need them. Because the plan is we're putting down stuff at the other end. And then going to be able to ship it back. Warp cores, warp cores, warp cores. How many warp cores do we have? 130. Wow. And that one little machine can't keep up. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Alright. So with that out of the way, we need to pick our destination. Now, I am looking for certain resources to start with. Obviously, I need iron, because we're down to... Hang on. Let's click at the sun. We're down to 4 million iron, so I definitely want iron. The other rare resource I'd really, really like would be organic crystal, because I can mine that straight out of the ground. Oh, and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid just takes a heap of refined oil, and if I can mine it straight out of the ground, so to speak, it really simplifies things. And organic crystal is, again, it's plastic, it's refined oil, it just simplifies processes. So crude oil, organic crystal, stalagmite crystal, which does that one, does it not? It does. Okay. But stalagmite crystal also happens to be generally on water worlds and underwater, so that could be a catch. Also, we don't want to try and go somewhere close. Oh, and fire ice. Fire ice wouldn't be too bad either. Okay, so no, well, that's close. Okay, 1 minute away. No, it's 9 light years. I can't see details on that. That's 9 light years. That's 4 light years. Crude oil, fractal silicon, organic crystal, and spinifol. 5 light years. Fire ice, fractal silicon, and sulfuric acid, but no organic crystal. So we have gamma pictoris, and nope. Nope, 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 nope. Delta? Nope. Sulfuric acid, fractal silicon. So it has everything except it doesn't have organic crystals. I prefer to get everything if we can on one hit. Okay, let's start back at our home system. And I'm looking for everything within 6 light years. I really wish we could have a sort of bubble that says this. All these are 6 light years away. No, 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 no. Alright, I'm gonna probably put in a cut and go for a bit of a look. We found it. We found it. It is 46 Agre. Agre. Which is that one. Which is where? Directly opposite me to start with. Cool. Alright, that doesn't help. So, it is a red-orange star. Yes, roughly. And it's 46. Okay, so that's the place we want to go to. We're fully fueled. We are going to grab more fuel, because running out of fuel off-world is not something I really want to do. I've got recharging bars, so we should be okay, but it's still something I prefer not to deal with. We'll grab more of those. I'll just fill up my inventory with fuel. because it's not doing anything else. I have 4 labs. Can I put them on top of the labs just so they're out of my inventory? Out of building range, out of building range, out of building range, out of building range. Good to build. Cool. Alright, that solves that problem. Alright, now we've got to work out where the hell 46 something something is. So let's get out to start with, and then we'll get outside the planet's influence. Okay. I don't even know which way I'm going. Okay. 46 was above us, right? There's too many stars. There's too many stars. Aha. So 46 is potentially right behind us. Alright, so now I've worked out that. I'm going to look backward. And then I'm going to press the M button. And without moving the camera, that didn't help. It's below us. That one. Tab. And pin. And that's the direction we want to go. And throw some warp cores in there. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Now, whilst I'm warping, I figure I should bring you a message from our sponsor. The sponsor for this episode is the like button. If you're enjoying this series, I would very, very much appreciate it if you took notice of our sponsor and gave them a nice click. And that's about it. That is the whole sponsor for this video. Either way, with that said, we're a couple of light years away, so we should be there in a second. And like I said, myself and our sponsor definitely thank you for this small advert in the middle of this episode. Thank you guys so much for clicking that like button. And we ran out of fuel. Okay. But we can click over and we have a volcanic ash, which has our sulfuric acid, and we have a perine planet, which has everything else. Okay, so, do we have time? I think we have time. I don't have time. We're just going to have to recharge a little bit, and then we should have time to land at least. Land and maybe set up a couple of miners. So here we are on our new star with two tiny little planets. A lovely green one up there and a lovely one, volcanic ash one down here that has sulfuric acid on it. That's all I really care about, honestly. And we're coming in a little bit fast. In fact, we're at maximum speed. So I expect this is going to be the best superhero landing you've ever seen. We're going to come in... Is that a lake? I think that might be a lake. Ooh. Ooh, ouch. Okay, so lovely pristine planet. There's a lake full of sulfuric acid, and well, that'll probably do us. So, our plan is to dump down a few of these and one of these and there to there to there to there. I'll plug that one. Nope. Ooh. Plug that in, plug that in, plug that in, plug that in, put a power pole right there, add some wind turbines, and you know what? And then if I set you to sulfuric acid, that should now solve all our sulfuric acid needs back at home. We're making a whopping 1 minute. Does it tell us a per minute? Okay, so it's 60 per minute, and we've got 5 of them. That's 300 sulfuric acid per minute. If we go entire star cluster, and we want sulfuric acid, we're only using 90 per minute. So our sulfuric acid, for the moment, is completely covered. And the best thing about these interstellar towers is I don't technically even need to power them up at this end. But with that said, this is where I'm going to leave this episode. We've made it to our first planet. We've made it our first off-planetary planet. We're on our second conquest. Which means I'm going to spend quite some time harvesting 22 million iron off this planet. Because that's a nice iron patch, and that's a nice copper patch. And yeah, I'm going to spend some time routing some belts and doing all those sorts of things. And the next episode, we'll go look at the other planet, because it's sitting there doing nothing. So we might as well go check it out. And no, I dumped all the brick. Damn. Okay. Alright, well, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. As always, if you're new to the channel, new to the videos, I would very much appreciate if you click the subscribe button on your way out the door. Either way, I do hope you guys have enjoyed, as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.